Let's talk about something real. We're going to dive into the 10 money mistakes that are probably keeping you broke, especially if you're in your 20s or 30s. If you've ever felt like you're working your tail off but just not getting ahead, then you're in the right place. Does this feel a little too familiar? You know, the paycheck hits your account, you pay the bills, you do your thing, and then you blink, and the money is just gone. Trust me, you are not alone in feeling this way. But the good news? There's a reason it happens, and it's something you can absolutely get a handle on. And this quote right here, it absolutely nails the core of the issue. The real reason your money vanishes isn't about how much you're earning. It's about a lack of intention. It's about not having a plan. So let's break down exactly where it's all going. So let's give this a name. We'll call it the disappearing paycheck problem. And like any problem, we've got to understand it before we can fix it. First things first, let's get into the common spending and saving traps. These are the little everyday habits that are quietly draining your bank account without you even noticing. The first and honestly the biggest mistake is trying to live life without a budget. It's really as simple as this. No budget means no control. And a budget isn't about being restrictive or telling you no. It's about giving you the power. It lets you tell your money where to go instead of scratching your head wondering where it all went. Okay, now this one is sneaky. It's called lifestyle inflation. You get a raise. Awesome. But what happens? You immediately get a nicer car, a bigger apartment, you start eating at fancier restaurants. So your income goes up, but your expenses shoot right up with it. The result? You're earning more, but you're not actually getting any wealthier. You're just running on a more expensive treadmill. And that treadmill often leads us right into this next trap, which is fueled by social pressure. I mean, think about it. That brand new phone, the designer clothes, the perfect vacation photos for Instagram. Are you buying those things for you? Are you buying them to project a certain image? This kind of spending is one of the fastest ways to completely derail your actual financial goals. So this is a really crucial point. You have to understand that not all debt is created equal. Good debt is when you borrow for something that can grow in value, like a mortgage on a house or a student loan that leads to a higher paying career. Bad debt, on the other hand, is swiping the credit card for lifestyle stuff, things that lose their value the second you buy them. That's a trap. And the last trap in this section is, well, you could argue it's the most dangerous of all, having no emergency fund. Just think about it for a second. Your car breaks down. You get an unexpected medical bill. Without that cash cushion, one single problem can force you into high-interest debt and basically undo all of your hard work. It's a shield, and you need it. Okay, so we've covered the daily spending traps. Now, let's zoom out a bit and look at the mistakes that are actually stunting your long-term wealth growth. Wow. Just look at this chart. This right here perfectly shows the most powerful force in all of finance, compound interest. The difference between starting to invest at 25 versus just 10 years later at 35 is absolutely massive. I mean, we are talking about a potential difference of hundreds of thousands of dollars by the time you retire. Delaying is literally the most expensive mistake you can make. And here's the harsh truth for all of us. Just letting your money sit in a savings account, it's not enough anymore. Inflation is like this silent thief that makes the cash you have today worth less tomorrow. Your money has to be working for you, growing faster than inflation just to keep its buying power. Think about your finances like a stool. If you only have one source of income, you're standing on a one-legged stool. A little shaky, right? What happens if that one leg gets kicked out from under you? Your whole financial structure just collapses. It puts you in a super fragile position. Diversifying your income, even in small ways, is a huge step toward real security. And all of this leads to the final mistake that holds so many of us back: procrastination. We're always waiting for the perfect time to start a budget or the perfect time to start investing. But guess what? That perfect time never, ever comes. This quote says it all. The cost of waiting is just too high. The absolute best time to start is right now. All right, so we've diagnosed all the problems, and it might seem a little overwhelming. But what's the solution? Well, it's not some crazy complex financial strategy. It really starts with a very simple but really profound shift in your mindset. This is the core idea right here. It's all about money psychology. Financial success is so much less about what you know and so much more about how you behave. I mean, you can have two people with the exact same salary, one builds incredible wealth, the other is constantly stressed and living paycheck to paycheck. The only difference is their habits, their discipline, and their mindset. And this is how you start. It's a super simple, totally non-intimidating 3-step plan. Step 1, just track your money, just for a week or two. See where it's actually going. Step 2, find the obvious stuff, the useless spending, and just cut it. And finally, step 3, focus on building consistent, positive habits. That is way more important than just trying to earn more money. And here is the real payoff. You don't have to be a financial genius to get this right. By simply being aware of these common mistakes and actively trying to fix them, you will literally put yourself ahead of 90% of people. It's just about doing the simple things consistently over time. So as we wrap this up, I really want to leave you with this one question. Think back on all these mistakes we talked about, the no budget, the lifestyle inflation, waiting to invest. Which one of those really hit home for you? What's the one thing you can decide to start fixing today?